YouTube, what's going on? So, I just want to think about a quick few UFC fights that are coming up here in the future, very near future. Jon Jones versus Cheal Sonnen. My prediction on that is obviously Jon Jones. I don't feel like Cheal Sonnen has any type of weapons that can, even give Jon Jones any type of challenge. I mean, Cheal Sonnen has great wrestling, but you gotta understand Jon Jones' length, his wrestling. He's never been taken down in the UFC. Period. All right. Neither one of them have power on the feet. Power in their punches. If you ask me, I mean, I think they're both mediocre power punchers. I mean, I don't think either one of them have it. But as far as Jon Jones is concerned, he has multiple weapons to just defeat Cheal Sonnen. I predict this fight to go either, it's either going to be a submission or a ground and pound for Jon Jones. I don't see Cheal Sonnen in any way, shape, or form. Unless he gets Jon Jones in the cage somehow and takes him down from there. But in the middle of the octagon, I do not see Jon Jones getting taken down in any type of way. He's just got too many tools to beat Cheal Sonnen. Cheal Sonnen Cheal Sonnen shouldn't even be there, to be honest with you. I mean, he's got, no, other than the fight against Anderson Silva, where Anderson had a busted rib and could barely fight. I mean, Cheal Sonnen really has no type of, what's the best word for it? Reason to be there. I mean, what the hell? The guy's never. Who the fuck is he beating? Forrest Griffin beat him via triangle. I mean, Chael Sonnen is just he's a fucking joke. He talked his way into the fight, but the bigger competition for Jon Jones, I feel like, is Alexander Gustafsson, which is a real threat, I think, to Jon Jones. Even though I feel like in that fight, Gustafsson, he lost to Phil Davis, just because of his wrestling. So I feel like Gustafsson has a strong disadvantage in the wrestling department, even though he trains with Davis. But that's his biggest weakness, and I don't really feel like he can. That's not everybody is George St. Pierre. They can't all, become great wrestlers throughout their career. So I feel like Gustafsson's biggest weakness is wrestling. His striking is unbelievable and phenomenal, actually. And if it became a stand-up game between him and Jon Jones, even though Jon Jones has the length, I feel like Gustafsson would find a way to catch him with something. Nobody's really tested Jon Jones' chin. Machida kind of tested it in the first round. Not really. He just kind of he put the pressure on Jon Jones, but he never really tested his chin. Nobody's ever caught Jon Jones, so we really don't know if Jon Jones has a bad chin or not. But my prediction is in that fight as well that Jon Jones would win. I feel like he would take him down and just ground and pound him. I feel like once Jon Jones gets on top of somebody, they're in really bad shape. There's not too many things you can do against this guy. He's got great ground and pound. I mean, probably better than Tito Ortiz in his prime. He capitalizes on the moment. So I feel like Jon Jones versus Chael Sonnen, easy fight. And Gustafsson, unless Gustafsson could stay on the feet, I feel like it's also Jon Jones' victory. So that's my take on it. Give me some opinions. Let me know what you think. And that's a wrap.